Guys, I am back at Replay Guitar Exchange in Tampa with Riff Cliff. What's up?
What's up, Jason? How are you, buddy?
I am good, man. Dude, what am I holding on to right now? What is this thing?
This thing is the epitome of weird from Gibson, and it's one we should absolutely check out because it's a kind of controversial guitar called the Gibson Theodore.
It does look a little strange, and it reminds me of that show MTV Oddities. You remember that?
Yeah, I do remember that, man. That's old school.
It's like an oddity guitar. There's a really interesting story behind this guitar.
Yeah, there is.
So I want to talk about that too, but let's play this, man, because I don't know, this brought out some different obscure metal riffs in me. All right, Brother Cliff, this thing plays really nice, but I want to hear your style on this thing too, man.
All right, man, let's plug it in. I'll do a little less gain, a little bit more of a classic rock vibe.
All right, yeah, so this thing brought out some darkness in the fretboard here, dude. No pun intended. Well, the pun's always intended, but no, really, this thing brought out really some interesting notes. You guys know sometimes you play a different guitar and you have your own style. You guys know I talk about this all the time about developing your own style because you have that in you. Don't try to sound like somebody else or play like someone else. None of that really matters. What matters is that as you're learning that you develop your own style because that's the most beautiful thing that can come out when you're playing guitar. So enough of my little pep talk there, but no, this thing brought out some different styles in me, and you guys know how that is with different guitars.
I think that was really well said, and it kind of brings out a different vibe in the way that I play as well. This guitar, it's a little bit weird, right? Everybody's used to a Les Paul or an SG, but they made this because they found a sketch in Ted McCarty's desk, which was a designer and luthier that used to work for Gibson. Now, from there, Ted McCarty was hired from Paul Reed Smith, and that's why they have the McCarty model with the Paul Reed Smith guitars. But I guess when they were going through, the story is when they were going through the desks over at Gibson, the Gibson factory, in his desk, they found like a blueprint for this guitar. So they decided to make this guitar. And first, before they released the standard run of these, they did a custom shop only run, which is a slightly different version of it. But then a year later or 2 years later, something like that, they started to announce that they're going to do the standard series. So this is the cool one that we're showcasing today. There's three colors. There is the black, there is a red, and there's a natural, but I had to pick black because that's metal. You know, that's
we have to pick black. We're wearing black shirts today too,
right.
By the way. So
right, but it is just a unique piece. It's still a humbucking guitar. You have a master volume and a master tone. The output jack on the front, which is kind of, weird.
Yeah, so I mean, when I was playing it, I didn't really notice it being there, so that was fine. Of course, you can get the little hook cables that plug in.
Yeah, way. Like a right angle
cable. Right, you get that, and it's not really an issue at all. And dude, the pickups on here, man, I mean, obviously there's probably Gibson pickups, but they sound really nice, man. There's a warmth and a darkness all at the same time, and there's a lot of clarity with this guitar as well. So
I like the pickguard. It's kind of unique. The pickguard actually to me looks futuristic.
Yeah.
And then the rest of the guitar kind of looks, I always get like a medieval vibe.
Medieval school. And we have got the classic Explorer headstock on this thing, man.
Yes, which is my favorite headstock on the Gibson family, so that's kind of cool.
Yeah, I do prefer this headstock over the typical Gibson, like the Les Pauls and the SGs.
Right.
Which brings me to the point of, I know, like we talked about this earlier, there will be some Gibson elitists out there, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's fine. You like what you like, right? But there's some elitists out there that might not like the shape, like, well, it's not a real Gibson or whatever. I kind of think the opposite way. I'm like, this is a very unique guitar. This would look really unique on stage. It would be a conversation piece. have this hanging on your wall along with all the other guitars, and this is probably going to stand out. It's just kind of a cool shape. It's just different, man.
Dude, I love that you say that because, first of all, I collect weird Gibsons and unique Gibsons. So this guitar is immediately very near and dear to my heart because of that. But like, you know, you go to a gig, everybody's got a Les Paul, everybody's got an SG or an ES, and nothing wrong with that. I collect SGs and too, and I think that they're great. But something unique from Gibson. So if you love Gibson and you want something different, like that's cool to have. It's a talking piece, like you said, and might be very collectible later on in time. So it's cool.
Yeah, and if you just like guitars in general, it's cool to have something different now and then, man. You
Right,
know?
exactly.
So just cool to have this hanging on the wall. It's like, I'll play this one today.
Right.
And guys, check out Replay Guitar Exchange. Their website is replayguitar.com. Cliff, you guys have all kinds of guitars, man, and amplifiers and just everything guitar. Yes, you're in Tampa, so if you're in the area, Tampa, Florida, it's a must. You have to come by the store. You have to go there. But you guys also ship.
We do. We'll ship to you, and we'll ship to you for free. And if you're not in Florida, you won't have to worry about sales tax. So it's like, do it, man. Save the money. Get yourself a nice guitar. You deserve it.
Oh, and by the way, we filmed some other guitars, some other Les Pauls. So that's on the Replay channel. I'll throw that up here, guys. So, guys, thanks for watching. Brother Cliff, thank you for having me, man.
Thank you, my friend. It's always good to have you, man. And I'm sure we'll be shredding again in no time.
We will. Until next time, guys, keep it metal and keep playing music.